Oh, I didn't touch her, officer, I swear. She told me she was 21. Oh. It's just you guys. Had me scared for a minute there. Whew. Wife's out of town, so me and Tony here, we went in a bender last night. Woke up in a ditch this morning. Ugh. Oh, that's better. Today, we're going to talk about setting up a shipping plan for 2018, end of 2018, early 2019. This is going to be likely the same. A lot of the shipping plan tutorials on YouTube and even in the course I took are severely outdated. They're from like 2016 or earlier. And they also don't show you every step. They only take you so far because usually the people aren't actually ordering something because they don't want you to see their screen, even though they blur out part of it anyway. So today, I'm just going to blur out my product and my store name, and I'm going to show you absolutely every single step of the way through creating and finishing off a shipping plan. So this is going to be relevant for 2018 for sure, probably 2019. Straight from the start to finish, how to create your shipping plan on Amazon FBA. So let's dive into my computer so I can turn these goddamn lights off before they melt me. Okay, creating a shipping plan from A to Z, very in-depth. I'm going to show you everything, including how to make the shipping labels. So the first thing that we want to do is go to this drop-down list over here. I have mine shows relist because my listing is inactive, which I recommend doing before you receive your stock. We're going to change it to fulfilled by Amazon. Okay, so now that we've changed it to fulfilled by Amazon, we're going to tick the box over here, select the item that you want to ship to Amazon. And we're going to send replenish inventory. That's how we get the process of the shipping plan started. So then it's going to open this window here, and we're going to create a new shipping plan. Ship from address can either be your supplier's address. I use my supplier's address in China, or it can be your freight forwarder's address that it's going to be shipped from in America. A lot of people say to use that. I honestly don't think it matters. I don't care. So I just use my my Chinese supplier's address, but do whatever you want there. I'm just telling you what I do. Normally it's going to be case packed products. Unless you're sending a bunch of different products in one shipping container, you're going to be using case packed products. So we're going to hit continue with shipping plan, and then it brings our product down here. Make sure it's the right product, just double check. Now, units per case and number of cases. You're going to need to get this information from your supplier, okay? I can't give this to you. You have to get them to tell you. So I've got, my supplier told me that we have 22 units per case. Now, case means shipping container, shipping carton. They call it different things in China. Amazon refers to it as a case. So the case is how many of your sellable units. So each unit that you sell under this product listing, no matter how many pieces are in, let's just say, for example, you're selling a 4-pack of apple corers. The 4-pack is considered one unit. Okay, so don't add up how many individual pieces. It's per saleable unit that they want to know how many are in a case. So I've got 22. There's 46 shipping cartons or cases. So the total units is 1,012, which is right. So what you want to just make sure is that the total units here, that's how many units you ordered from your supplier, how many sellable units that you ordered from your supplier. So as long as that is right, then you've filled this out correctly. Now keep in mind, again, units per case is how many sellable units in each shipping carton, and this is how many shipping cartons, or that's typically the language they're going to be using. So let's go to the next page. So prepping the product, you want to have your merchant, the merchant, select merchant here. You're going to have the supplier do it. You're not actually going to touch it yourself, because remember, the supplier sends the product directly to Amazon. You're never going to actually receive it. That's an unnecessary, costly, time-consuming step that we don't want to do. So with my product, there isn't any prep. It doesn't have to be assembled or anything like that. But if it has to be shipped in a disassembled fashion and then assembled before it gets sent to the customer, don't do a product like that if you can avoid it. If you absolutely have to, then I guess it would be sensible to have Amazon do it. But 99% of the time, it's going to be the merchant, aka your supplier in China, that does this step. So it's zero cost for them to do it. Normally they'll do it. They'll normally do stuff like that for included in the price. So let's go to the next page. Labeling products. Now you're going to have to click all products here. This is somewhat confusing. I found it, at least when I was first setting up a shipping plan. But you're going to click on all products. It's going to pull up your current product. Who labels? So this is the barcodes. So you're going to send your supplier one barcode for each listing that you have. If you have 1,000 units, like I have 1,012 units, I'm sending them one barcode, one PDF. They're going to stick that. They're going to print off 1,012 of those, and they're going to stick the same barcode on all of the products. Okay, so each separate listing is related to one barcode. You don't print off 1,000 or order, like I saw somebody in the Facebook group. You don't order 1,000 barcodes. That's going to be 1,000 different products. Okay, so you just print off one barcode. You send the PDF rather to your supplier, and they print off 1,000 of the same barcode. So we're gonna switch this to merchant. Always have your supplier stick the barcodes on. It's much cheaper than having Amazon do it. So we don't need to print any. So if you're sending your merchant the barcode like I recommend, then you don't have to print anything here. So let's go to the next page. So let's just verify this is all correct. One product basically is what this MSKU means. 46 cases, or aka shipping cartons, it adds up to 1,012 units. It's almost always gonna, for me, it's always sent it to Dallas's main, this is the main Amazon receiving warehouse from China. So normally that's what's gonna populate here. Okay, so if this is your first shipping plan, then you're gonna create new. For me, and also if you've only got one product, you're gonna be creating new. For me, this is my second product, so I'm adding to the existing shipping plan that I have. As long as they're both going to the same Dallas warehouse, which they likely will be, then it's okay to just put them both on the same shipping plan. So this is where most of the videos on YouTube, all of the ones I've seen, stop here. But I'm going to go further and show you the final steps of the shipping plan, where we're going to create the shipping labels, because that confused me. So maybe I'm just an idiot, but in case there's other idiots out there, I want to help you guys. So because mine is combining both of the shipments together, it's recognizing that there's 296 cases. Just make sure that your shipment ID is correct. You'll have to go in if you are combining shipping plans and check the other one. I've got 3,000 total units now. That's correct, because the other one is 2,000 units. I'm doing a big shipment because Chinese New Year is right around the corner, and this is likely going to be my last shipment before then. So I normally, up till now, I've been selling about 500 units per month, so that should keep me covered, and then some. It's always better to be overstocked than understocked. Now we're on the prepare shipment page here. So we're going to be picking small parcel delivery. It sounds a little odd because we're sending normally hundreds of units. You'd think it would probably be less than truckload, but it's not. Unless they're on pallets, it's going to be small parcel delivery. This confused me. My freight forwarder told me it doesn't matter. I've actually selected less than truckload and it was fine, but just to be on the safe side, we're going to take small parcel delivery. We're going to select other, because unless you're using one of these, you always select other. Your freight forwarder is not going to be on here normally. I don't think any of those are freight forwarders. So we're going to scroll down the page here. Shipment packing. 1 SKU per box. That means 1 product per box. You're not going to be commingling the products. They're going to be in separate shipments, so it's easy for Amazon to figure it out when it arrives. The use web form is what you want to do. That's what we're filling out here. Now, for the shipment quantity, the units per box configuration, now they're changing the language, which gets confusing because they're still talking about shipping cartons. Okay, so again, we're just going right back to what we were doing before, which is mine was 1646. That's wrong. What the hell was it? 22 units. In my case, they're OPP bags. Yours might be boxes. It doesn't matter. They just want to know how many units they're going to be pulling out of these shipping cartons. So keep in mind, now they're calling the shipping cartons boxes. That confused the hell out of me. And there is there's no videos on YouTube that show the shipping plan this far and show you the shipping labels part. This is where we are getting to where we need to print the shipping labels. Okay, so that's right after here, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. The box weight and the box dimensions, you need to get this from your supplier. They are going to give you this information in kilograms and in centimeters. So what you're going to have to do is convert that over to pounds and inches. So we're going to just do this 28. It's very easy. Just plunk it into Google and it will tell you what it is. Then just copy that and put it in here. Dimensions. Now this is length, width, height. So make sure you do it in the right order. So there we go. I just converted all that stuff off camera because it's a waste of time to show you all that. You know what to do. I showed you the first one, so just do that for all of the dimensions. Again, the box dimensions, they're talking about shipping cartons, shipping cases, shipping containers, whatever you want to call it. They're not talking about the box that you are selling your product in. They don't care about that, okay? Okay, last step, the shipping labels. You should have to have the total number between, if you're just doing one shipping plan here, then you would have this many. You'd have, like if we were just doing this one product, we'd have 46 shipping cartons. That's how many box labels you're going to need. Again, they're referring to the shipping cartons. When they say box on this page, it's always shipping cartons. So this is right for me because it combines these two to 296. That's how many shipping cartons. It's a huge order. So we're just going to print the box labels. It's going to open up another image. This is, or another a PDF. This is what you want to send to your supplier and call it shipping labels for whatever order you're doing, just to make it rename the PDF that and then send it to your supplier. Now make sure that you make your supplier aware that each box label is unique. So make sure you print all the box labels. You'll have to tell them that if they're new to this whole Amazon thing. If they're pros, still tell them anyway, just to be on the safe side. Now it'll bring us to the summary page. So you can just verify everything's right. Yeah, there's 2 different products. For me, for you, it'll probably be just one. We're shipping it to Dallas, both of them. Total units for me, it's correct. So that's it. We're done. We don't need to do anything else with these tracking numbers. Don't worry about that. Just make sure that your supplier is aware, if you are sending more than one product, that they label them appropriately. So all you'll have to do once you get notification from your freight forwarder that it's been shipped is come back in here and mark it as shipped. Otherwise, you're done. Your freight forwarder is going to contact Amazon to set up the delivery date. So that's it. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments below. Regardless if you have questions or not, please leave us a comment. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe, turn notifications on, leave the video a like if you found it helpful. All of that stuff helps us come up higher in the search algorithm for YouTube. So it would be doing us a big favor. Anything to add, Tony? No? Tony, cut the feed!